I'm going to work on the stretchers now. These are a little tricky because they're at compound angles from the front leg to the back leg. So what I did to set this up was I clamped the front leg to a piece of timber, then I drew a 90-degree line. Oh, and I took the twist out of the front legs. There was a slight twist, so I took that out, kept them in a straight line, created a 90-degree angle between the legs. They're set parallel. I have the seat pieces in place, the back of the chair. Everything is right angled through here. Everything is set properly. Then what I did was I took a square and I came off the two front legs and I found the center, basically the center line of the chair, and I set the back. So, and then I also squared up the top and took the twist out of it. So everything is mocked up as if I was assembling the chair, but now I'm laying out the pieces. So what I have is a short little stick of pine, and I have the layout of the two mortises. There's the one mortise in the back, there's a mortise right here in behind the front leg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold them on their center lines. I have a block here that keeps this stretcher from dropping, and then I'll hold the other one. So what I'm going to do here is just take a square, see, that's a little difficult. So what I'll do here is I have a I really should be able to do this with one hand. So I have the compass. Now this I know is 90 degrees to this leg, so there's no need to mark that. But this one is a compound angle, so I have the top angle where it meets the leg, and then I have the side angle. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to get the length. So I'm going to use the iron from my little mini square. And I'm pushing the stick back towards the rear leg. And I'm marking the center of the stick. Okay? So now I know that this ruler is 6 inches, so I'm going to measure in between these two lines. I'll take the dimension between these two lines and add 12. And that'll give me the length of my stretcher along the center line of it, and then I'll create the angles and lay those out. I have a little gauge to set the angles, and then I'll do a further layout and create the tenons, because those will all be dogleg tenons. They're offset from the center line of the stretcher. I'm going to do the same thing to the other piece. On the other side, I'll set it up the same way. And then I have the third piece of the stretcher, and what I'll do is I'll create the tenons that go on this piece, and then I'll create the mortises that go on the side of the stretcher to receive it, and get all that set up. And then I'll take all this apart and mock it up to do a fitting, and then I'll take it apart again and I'll do a final assembly just on these 3 pieces.